Welcome everybody
to another great episode of Brutally Honest.
That's your boy Stitches
and Brutal Keith, and y'all already know what it is. Now today we actually got something very special for you guys. We're actually going to show you guys some clips that we've had throughout the years. But before we talk about that, what's your problem? This is why people tell me don't leave you alone, Keith. This is why people tell me, and now that you did a bad job, I actually saw the episode. I was actually part of it. I was proud of you, bro. You did a great job.
I was going to say, I appreciate it. I thought I did better this time.
You did a whole lot better, but people still hit me up like, why did you leave him by himself? Can you believe what he said? Like, now you're going to tell me like you don't remember.
What did I say?
You don't remember?
Which part?
Let's roll the clip.
Straight up, if you was one of the guys that said women initiate sex more, you buns. If you a man and you think women initiate sex more, I'm saying it, you buns. How do you even call yourself a man?
You want me to run it again, or is that good? How you gonna say that you disrespected every dude out there talking about women initiating more? What I was trying to tell you, bro, if I was part of the show, I would have said it. Women initiated by just a look. Just the way that they look at a guy. Like, for example, if I'm someplace, right? Like, check, right? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But if I'm someplace and shorty is giving me that look.
Okay.
Let's emphasize on the word that look.
Okay.
So I already know what's good. I already know she's there, or at least she's interested in something. Mm-hmm. So wasn't that the initiation? Didn't that gave me, like, let's just say the courage, because I ain't noticed her. I noticed her after I felt that radar on me, like, I feel like somebody's watching me. Oh, damn, she cute. Okay, all right, maybe.
And you know what? Maybe it could be for some people. When I said, like, who initiates it and stuff like that, like, I mean more like the person, the act of actually starting it. Maybe I should have been a little bit clearer,
and that's what we're getting at today. Make sure we clarify things, because you threw a lot of guys under the bus,
bro. I mean, it was 40-something%.
But the thing is, this is not. And the thing is like, this is not the first time you said something reckless on the show. This is not the first time. I know you remember, and I know you guys remember when Keith said this.
Some things are 50-50. I definitely think women definitely cheat way more than men. I just think men get caught more. Everybody says it all the time, but the reality of it is, I mean, let's face it, women, y'all know y'all better at it than men are. I mean, let's be real. I'm going to say that. Y'all are better at cheating than we are.
Y'all remember when he said that? But all women cheat, really? All women cheat?
They do.
Oh,
listen,
man.
I don't care no matter what. And the crazy thing, Stitch, and I'm actually going to say it today. The funny thing about it is, whenever I say all women cheat, women get so defensive and they want to, no, they don't, not all of us. Some of us are good women, blah, blah, blah. Nobody ever goes, but so do all men.
Because all women don't cheat.
Nah, they all do, bro.
No, you see, you sound like females. The same way females hurt females, they be saying all men cheat, all men are cheaters, all men are dogs. And I feel like you over here playing the same game as far as all women cheat and all this. But that's how they took it. They took it for face value. But you actually explained a little bit, what did you mean by all women cheat? And this the difference. There's the difference between the side dude and the just in case.
Oh, definitely.
Now he mentioned the just in case. Like, I'm with you on that, bro.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's still a form of cheating. If you got a guy just hanging around, I said, if you got a guy that's just hanging around and you're not dismissing that, you're letting him think that it's potential, that's a form of cheating. Argue with me if you think it's not.
I feel like the ones that they tell you not to worry about is the one that you should be worrying about. I'm just saying, is that a sign of insecurity? You feel me? Or is that a sign of insecurity? Or is it you're learning from your experiences? A lot of times we go through things in our lives that has hurt us, that has made us build a wall to protect ourselves. You feel me? So a lot of times we don't know if it's our experiences. We don't know if we're just being cautious or if we're just being scared. Having that fear of being hurt again. I'm a very firm believer in fear controls us. Yeah. So, like we're saying, like, I don't know if like, saying all women are cheaters is a sign of insecurity, but I feel like that's definitely a sign of having trust issues.
Well, and maybe to a degree, but another thing I'll say, and again, Stitch, maybe I haven't said it before, and I'll say it on this one. I know all of these women that be out here saying, no, they don't, they still good, and this is, they all got side, like the just in case, because I'm typically the just in case.
Oh, because that's you. Oh,
nah.
You're the just in case dude. No wonder you think like that. Why? Because you talk to me. The last females, because you was telling me, tell them.
Nah,
tell them
because the last situation, shit, I guess I was
few
in.
situations.
Okay, so it happened more than once. Maybe at least 2-3 times within the last.
So the last 3 situationships you was in, Keith, tell them. The same way you told me. Tell
all
them.
right, keeping it brutally honest. These were all married women that were unhappy in their relationships. They was looking for something elsewhere, stumbled upon me, and had me as the just in case, knowing that I'm just the fun guy. I'm not looking for the relationship, and I was somebody that they could run to when their significant others wasn't doing what they were supposed to. So I know what it is to be the just in case guy.
And you still feel like them having the just in case is a form of cheating, even if they don't have that consistent communication, like the check-in communication, like the checking in, like, oh, it's been 6 months, let me check in and make sure that they still the just in case. Even if they don't do that, because I agree with the fact that, yeah, okay, we all have an option. You know, that's what you mean. Like, we all have someone that we can fall back to. Like, why, when you was asking me. Remember when you was asking me, why am I single?
And I was just about to say.
Y'all remember what I was saying about just a single?
Yeah, roll the clip.
Talking about why I'm single. Why I'm single, I don't know. Maybe the last girl I dated was still in love with her ex. I don't know why I'm still single, Keith. I don't know.
Okay.
It could be also because, I don't know, the last time, I was involved with somebody, she tried to trap me with a baby, and I'm a little turned off by that as well. So, I don't know, bro. You know what? This is why I'm single. I'm guy. Let's keep it brutally honest. I'm single because clearly I asked for too much. I asked for too much, like loyalty and understanding. That's what I'm saying. Like,
well,
I
it
just
is
want,
2019.
That's what I'm saying.
Asking for the L word,
so
any L word apparently is asking for too much.
Maybe and that's what I'm saying. So I was giving you guys some reasons as far as that, but the reality is that most of us, we are single by choice. You know?
And not for nothing, not everybody single is ready to mingle. I mean, I am, but not everybody single is ready to mingle. And what I mean by that is, you got some people out there that they're still working on them. And we talked about that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I also want to mention that don't be sliding into people's DMs if you ain't ready for it. You feel me? Okay. Like a lot of dudes, they don't even have a great job, but yet they're sliding into these females' DMs trying to take them out on dates. Yeah, but you know what, Keith? That's the thing. Like, we're making it seem like all we do is talk about relationships. All is about relationships. And no, it's definitely not that. We talk about relationships and not just intimate relationships, life. We talk about even inspiration, like that thing you was talking about, having multiple goals. I forgot exactly how. You know what? Let's just roll the clip.
When you do use the power of the pen and you write your goals, as you write your goal and you hit it, you write another one so that you keep moving forward and keep achieving things. You don't just stop once you get there.
And I love the fact that you said that. Like it was like have multiple goals. So it's like once you're done with one, you got another one to keep going. So you're able to keep it moving and you're not content or satisfied to get lazy.
And in regards to the power of the pen, write it down. It's important that you write it down because not for nothing, we all can say we got a lot, we got these things to do. But we got so many things going through our mind throughout the course of a day. If we don't write it down, we're bound to forget. We're bound to forget.
Because with that, it's like we forget more than what we remember. And I completely agree with you with the power of the pen. But when you was talking about the power of the pen, like that inspired something within me, and I definitely saw it in a different angle. And I'm going to talk to you guys about that next week on my solo episode. I'm going to talk to you guys as far as what I took from the power of the pen. Different and trying things, but we definitely take this serious. I mean,
definitely.
we do Halloween specials, Christmas specials. We even did a music special. We got the Beautifully Scarred special coming up in a couple of months. That's all y'all gonna get of that. Tune in. Info is coming on its way. But I love the New Year's special that we had because it really started the gears to shift into the direction that I want to take the show, like, which is serious.
Definitely.
Like, we spoke about something serious.
Oh, definitely. And one, like you said, this isn't just about relationships and those type of things. On that episode, we talk about kids. Honestly, bro, it was a lot of things that we spoke about kids. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, definitely click on it.
Look how good we look. Look how good we look. Kids. People using kids as leverage. People using kids as ammos. People using kids to get whatever they want. People involving the kids in the fights and the disputes between their parents. How deadbeat parents, right? The ones that they don't even want to see their kids or be around the kids, they got an open door. They get that drop off and pick up service, meaning the other parent will drop off the kids. Hey, what time can I pick them up? Sure, no problem. Oh, at midnight because you want to spend time with them? Sure, no problem. And pick them up and everything, right?
And they don't even want to be in the kids' lives at all.
But I'm spending time with my kids. But how much time are you spending? If what you're doing is sitting down in the middle of the living room, watching TV, just trying to hear for what they're doing. Y'all better get out that fridge. But this is you spending time with your kid. Because let's be honest, you don't even want to be around them, so why are you going to spend the time with them? But those that actually want to be around, mothers and fathers, that want to spend that quality time with their kids, that want to build that bond, that want to take you to a fun spot, Universal, want to have a picnic, man. Something even so simple. It's like we got to beg and plead for attention, that affection, or a phone call, just that presence. Yeah. I know the holidays pass and everybody got a lot of presents, but there's no present bigger than the presence of you being around your kid's life.
Definitely. Before doing Brutally Honest to begin with is one of the things I always said, and we are brutally honest, especially with each other, but definitely with you guys, is I didn't want to talk about this topic. This was a topic that was so sensitive for me that I literally said, look, I don't mind doing the lives, I don't mind getting involved, and I love this. I love the fact that I can affect people's lives, but one of the things I didn't want to talk about was my kids because of this topic and how sensitive it is to me personally. And Stitch was like, you know what? I get that. But we all are going through something. It's not just about you. It's about other people. Somebody else might be going through the same thing and may need to hear something you have to say or something I have to say, or maybe it just feel better to get it off your chest, to actually speak about it. And that's why I'm here on this opener today. New year, not new you. I'm not into all of that, but that's why I'm here today to talk about it, is because it pisses me off.
It should piss you off.
It's sad, like you said, you mentioned your son trying to reach out to your daughter to talk to his sister, and it's like, man, I can't even call my kids to just say Merry Christmas. Or get a video of them opening presents, or any of that.
Any of that.
And don't forget our Valentine's Day special.
That's like our Christmas, bro.
Definitely, man. It was one of my favorite episodes.
One of your favorites.
Yeah, show the clip.
No, wait a minute. After the heat that we got, that was your favorite?
It was.
Listen, I don't understand how you're confused when people call me like, oh, he's the gentleman of the show, and Keith, oh, he's just the F-boy. This is why. Guys, check this out. This is why.
My fellow guys that are watching this, and I mean, we can test it out. If you really think it's not about the gift and it's about love, don't get your girl a Valentine's Day gift. Wait until tomorrow or wait until the day after before you actually give her the present. Hold off on it. Be like, you know what, babe? I just got so busy. I never got around to it. See how she treats you on that day. See if anything changes. And I challenge this.
Yeah, right. We're talking about how there's some people that can be exclusively dating somebody for over a year, and then they'll still say,
I'm single.
I'm single. No, you're not.
Listen, you say no, I'm not. When I file my taxes, I check the single box every year.
Bro, you working for a temp agency. You just working for a temp agency waiting to get hired full time. And most likely it's not even for the company you working for.
Well, I don't know. I'm going with whoever got the best benefits.
What
I mean is, she can get on her knees. She can even go to the store, buy a ring, have the box, do the whole spiel, etc., etc. I'm going to laugh, bro. I don't know if it's going to hurt her feelings, and if it do, I'm sorry, I don't care. But reality is, I'm going to laugh, bro.
If she
I'm going to laugh.
To you,
yep.
Why?
And then I'm gonna break it off.
I want to know why.
And then I'm gonna break it off.
And you're gonna and he gonna break it off too. And it's because of responses like that, Keith. While people be like, you gotta keep him around you gotta keep him on the straight path, you know, you make sure that he does well. He was doing so good before. What happened? What happened? You know, a lot of times when we see people and their success, that's all we see, right? The tip of the iceberg, which is just the glory. Mm-hmm. You know, like the nice road, the grass is greener on the other side. That's all we see. But we don't see the struggle. We don't see the process. I don't know if you guys actually tuned in to watch the commercial that we have released a couple of days ago. But here it is. Check it out and let us know how you guys feel as far as the progression on that. As you guys can see, we started from a long way. I mean, even the background. I remember when we actually revealed the background. That was actually a very proud moment for myself. Let's roll that real quick. So what are your goals? Why are you waking up in the morning? You know, and as far as the saying, invest in yourself and invest in yourself, I want to show you guys our brand new background. 2019 Brutally Honest. Y'all ready? Drum roll, please. Somebody. Y'all give the... You're helping me with this. Not you. Can somebody give me a drum roll? Ta-da! Look how beautiful that looks. You know, a lot of times that we preach as far as being yourself. You know, be yourself, which doesn't come with ignorance. We preach a lot as far as life is balance. You know, like you can't have the bad without the good. You can't even have the good without the bad. But one of the things that we really don't preach, but we definitely dab on a lot is this word, awareness. You feel me? We definitely touch on that on awareness. And with awareness comes the realization of the changes that need to be made or the adjustments that you should make. Like, for example, especially when it's through internet, especially when it's Facebook and Instagram, we have to understand that the way people perceive it is out of context. You know, like I remember when I had posted that the old women cheat. You guys remember that? So when I put something, I'm looking for a strong woman to put it with my cheating ways. What cheating ways? I don't have any. Wow, lucky her. So what is it that you mean, right? What I mean is, if I could find a woman that puts up with somebody cheating on her and all of this, then damn, she gotta be strong enough to deal with my Lord. Like, so you have to kind of really explain certain things. Like I use my Facebook, like I do a lot of metaphors and a lot of analogies on my Facebook. Because you over here and you told me, right? You grew up as not feeling like the black sheep. But I guarantee you, Keith, that you grew up feeling, even if it was for your brothers or your sisters or anybody, you grew up like it wasn't ever good enough.
Oh, definitely.
And that's what a black sheep goes through, bro. You always go through up to that feeling like it doesn't matter what it is that you do in life, it's never good enough. You over here fighting for the love and attention from your parents. Why? Because your parents is showing favoritism to your other siblings. Why? Because your parents use you not just as the black sheep. There's also a difference between being the black sheep and the scapegoat. You know, as being you was the black sheep, all you have to do is just get away from your family and you're good. Problem solved. No, that's not problem solved because you still have some insecurities that have been embedded in you throughout all the time that you need to first be aware of and second, deal with. You need to find your time. You need to create that distance within yourself. Yes, that's great, but you also need to take that time to heal. And that's one of the things that you guys got to be aware of. You know, like you could post these things and you could have friends on Facebook, but only your real friends in real life are actually going to get what you posted, you know, and sometimes they don't, but at least they're able to reach out and you can actually explain yourself to them. You know, the people that they don't even know you or anything like that, they're gonna be busy giving you those hate comments, and now they're gonna mess up your day because they didn't understand you.
You know, we talk a lot about being true to yourself, and we give a lot of inspirational advice.
Yep.
But one of the things, and you know, Stitches, you spoke about this, is a lot of times we're not talking out to the masses. A lot of times we're looking in the mirror, talking to ourselves. Stitch, I think you even did an episode where you was talking to yourself in the mirror, right?
Yeah, we did.
Roll the
a
clip.
little clip. Just ridiculous. It's just sickening. This is you. This is you. You ain't worth nothing. How you got dreams? You don't even got no talent. No wonder your kids don't love you. No wonder nobody looks for you. Look at you. Just look at yourself. You ain't got no real friends. You ain't got nobody to be there for you. And that's the problem nowadays. That's the problem. That our worst enemy is ourselves. When we look into the mirror, when you look into the mirror, who do you see? Do you see the person that you wanted to be, or the person that they wanted you to be? That's a deep question. And what I mean by that is that a lot of times we go through our lives being how other people want us to be. We try to be kosher. We try to bite our tongues. We try not to insult people. We even lower our own morals and our own values and our own standards just to be accepted by others. And we go through this time. We go through a year, 5 years, 10 years, and you're over here living this life. You know, you're living your life for other people. That now at the end of the day, when you look in the mirror, I want you to tell me, who is it that you're seeing? You know? Like, who do you see? Are you proud of the person that you are? Are you proud of the woman that you became, or the man that you are right now? Are you proud of that? This is why we do our show, you know, because of the effect, the positive effect that we can have in people's lives. People send us videos with the shout outs and all that, and that was all good. But Selena Sullivan, thank you for that. You actually sent a testimony.
Definitely.
And I completely appreciate that. Let's roll that clip real quick.
Hi everyone, I just want to make a quick video to shout out the show Brutally Honest, Stitches and Keith, every Tuesday at 7:30. So, a real quick thing about how it changed my life. Stitches did a segment way before Keith was part of the show, and pretty much was talking about how you should always be yourself. And I will say, you know, I'm thankful he's very consistent with his words. He never switches up what he says. That's how I know he's a true individual like myself. I always felt like I had to fake and be fake and put on a persona of a person that I knew I wasn't on the inside. So he really changed my life just by really he shouted me out in a segment talking about why am I trying to be someone I'm not, and I should always be myself. And pretty much is to say that no matter what you do in life, people are going to judge you anyway. So I really want to thank you, Stitches. I want to thank you for your great music. Please keep making that fire. I'm always going to support you. I want to thank Keith for adding flavor and flair to the show and just being the little jokester he is. I really do love you guys a lot, and I appreciate just everything from your man, you know, a man's perspective. It's really nice to know how men think. And I really love engaging and interacting with the rest of the crew. I feel like we're building like a bond, even though we don't know each other personally. But I look forward to many more segments of Brutally Honest. And yeah, thank you guys. Just thank you. Thank you for the life change. Every episode hits me in some aspect of my life. So I really want to thank you.
Wow. All I can say is that, you know, we're humbled. We fully appreciate it. We're actually inspired, to be honest with you guys. I mean, especially messages like that, like they really touch. I know it was a little longer, but sometimes they had to be longer so you could get the message across.
And not for nothing, that's exactly the reason why when I say, you know, we do this is because I know it's touching lives. And like you said, Stitch, we're not just inspiration, you know, speakers, motivational talkers. We actually influencers.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We completely and fully appreciate it. Now, next week, we'll be doing the Stitches and Michael solo episode. Yeah, I'm bringing them both. It's gonna be Stitches with a special guest Michael. It might be Michael with a special guest Stitches. We'll see how it turns out. I'm gonna open up my show with, in this world, there's too much dream killers and not enough dream catchers. Definitely tune in for that one.
Definitely, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. We always love the support. You know, whether you like, comment, share, we don't ask for that stuff. We just appreciate you guys tuning in. Hopefully, we see you next week.
You know, I personally wanted to just thank everybody that took their time to give us a shout out. That takes their time to share our page, to share our posts. That takes their time to even comment and like, especially when we say that it's not needed. That definitely makes me feel like it's sincere. I definitely want to thank those that even recommended our page. You know, it's keeping our averages high, because at the end of the day, it's not about the views. It's all about the content and quality as well. I definitely want to take this time to thank you. I'm talking about you, Keith. You know, especially with the way that you did last year, you know, your solo show, your solo episode, compared to the way you did it this year, it definitely shows the amount of improvement that you have done. So I definitely just wanted to take this time by myself just to say thank you, because you're showing that what we're doing, you're applying example of what it is that the purpose of what we're doing, which is to bring out awareness and bring out the best out of people. So once again, thank y'all all for tuning in. It's your boy Stitches LBC.
Your boy Brutal Keith.
And it's Brutally Honest, baby. Unfiltered. All right.